This is video number 2 of Chrysanthemums. So I haven't completed this centre petal because it's not really necessary, so for the purposes of this demonstration. So I've got the angle as per the little diagram across there, and because it's a straight up and down petal, I just put a stitch in the middle and then worked above, and then I will work down to the centre. So on this petal, so we're doing this one next. So as I said before, this is the top, this is the bottom. So this is 12 o'clock, this is 6 o'clock. So it's going a right, top right, bottom left diagonal, because the clockwise direction for this petal follows this line here. So that's going clockwise. So what I have done, getting all tangled up here, is I put this stitch in, and then I've worked down, and then I'll just work up and finish the end as well, finish that end. Now we're getting down to the thinner part here. So in the other video, part 1 of the video, and I was saying about you might have to angle this stitch going down to the middle because you want a nice elegant shape. So I'm going to start that now because I don't want these to get too short. So I'm just going to fan these out just a tiny bit at this end. And my stitching direction is still from the right, because this is my right, to my left. And then I'll fan this one out a little bit more. A bit of fluff there. A smidge more. So you can see that this angle has started to get a bit longer. And then another longer stitch, stretch the angle a bit more. So it's really quite a separate angle now, it's changed. And then one more to finish it off. And that comes right into the centre here. Just a little pinhead to hold that. And then I go back up here and just fill this space in using the original angle. There we go. And you can see now that what we've got is this nice, elegant shape with no teeny tiny stubby stitches across the end, because that doesn't look very pretty. Now it doesn't matter that this angle changes somewhat, because once your piece is finished and framed and up on the wall, unless you look this close, you're never going to see that angle is different. What people will see is they will just see the lovely shape. So this is my first stitch, or my first petal rather. This is my second petal. So again, we're looking at clockwise on this line. So the clockwise direction is following this line here. So again, like on our little diagram, I'm starting at the top and going down towards the bottom. So what I would do until you get to the sense of the being able to get your angles right from the top, what I would do is put a stitch in about there, and that gives your angle, and then you can work down and then gradually spread them out here and work upwards. Now you can work upwards first and then work down, doesn't matter, whichever way around. And of course you still have as well to think about is your 1 point open space down here in between all the petals. I'm just going to finish this one off. I'm going to put a pinhead in there, and I'm going to just jump forward. So I'm going to go to here, because I think that is where I need to start angling the stitches. So again, fan them out a little bit at this edge. Just a tiny bit at a time. And then the last 2 or 3 stitches right at the end are really quite straight to get this nice shape. Squeeze another one in there. There we go. And then again you've got this nice shape at the bottom. It just feeds up and fills this in. Now as you move round, what you will need to do, or what will happen, is your stitching direction, that is away from you towards you or right to left. So here I've been stitching needle's coming up here, going down there, so right, left. Here it is going away from me, towards me, because this end of the stitch is further away than this one. As you get round to these stitches, you will be coming still the same direction, but you'll actually be coming up in a different part of the petal. So if I jump to this one, for example, put a quick pinhead in. I've still got the same angle, because this is still 12 o'clock, this is 6 o'clock, or that can, it doesn't matter, that can be 12 o'clock, this can be 6 o'clock, but my clockwise direction is still following this line here. So I'm now here, so this is right and this is left. So my needle, I put the first stitch in to get my angle. So this is right, this is left, or this is away from me or towards me, because this is going to be very much more towards me rather than a right to left. So again, I'm coming up here, away from me, coming down closer to me, away from me, towards me. But that's in relation to me and where I'm sat. But it is still, if we look at the individual petal, this is the right of the petal, this is the left of the petal, so it's still going top right, bottom left. And exactly the same as when you get up here, you would start to angle your stitches and get a nice shape at the end here. And then you'd go around as far as this one, and you ignore this one until the last, because that's behind everything else. So that is that side of the petal. And I am going to go and do the other side of the petal, which we start off quite differently.